wonder, do you know what the sound of silence is? Do you take some time, any time, to pay attention to what it sounds like when there's nothing going on? Or even if there is, what does it sound like between all the different things? I'm sure I have, and I remember being a kid and you put your hands on your ears, you make all kinds of funny sounds, and you cover your eyes, cover one eye, see the patterns. You played with your senses in a way that, I don't know, some of our parents probably let us do it, and some were like, stop doing that. Well, there's a lot of, and I don't actually remember I don't think anybody really paid attention, but at some point we just stopped doing that because we didn't have value. We didn't see, I don't know. It's not something that mattered in life. I remember asking questions like this, what's that sound when you hear "Boo"? I remember trying to describe sounds that I heard that were really the inner workings of my body, or I don't know, the sound of silence. And it's really hard to describe to somebody else, especially to a grown-up, because when you're a kid, you are so open. You have the ability to see and hear and feel everything. And what we choose to focus on is what we reinforce, what we get more of, and what our society values is what we reinforce and what we get more of. When a child is born, you can drop them anywhere and they're going to learn whatever that language is, whatever they hear around them. Granted, they have a benefit to whatever language they were listening to in the uterus as well, but it's what we have, the capacity for everything in our bodies, and it's whatever we focus on. And for a long time, that people thought that changed as we got older. And yeah, those first 7-8 years are super impactful. The first 5, and then really the first 3. But you can teach an old dog new tricks. It is really possible, and we get to choose where we focus and what we pay attention to. And paying attention to silence, paying attention to what our bodies feel like, paying attention to what it feels like when we take a breath in, holding it for a minute, and when we let a breath out, and what that sounds like and how that feels in our body, that can really, just that simple little act can really turn a day, especially if you do it over and over and over. Because what we repeat, again, is what we're teaching our brain, our bodies, our minds is important. So I encourage you today, if you have the inclination, to just find a moment, any moment. I mean, even if your day is so busy and you have kids running around, or you are at work really, really long hours, there's going to be some moment, even if it means escaping to the bathroom for that, those 1 or 2 minutes, or it means, stepping outside the door for a minute, or closing your eyes when you're laying in bed right before you fall asleep. I only get, 3 hours of sleep. How could I take 1 more minute? But for every moment that you're training your brain while you're awake to pay attention to your body and to pay attention to these little things that seem mundane, they're going to add up. And you're going to be able to live more and more in the present moment and more in your body. And I know it may sound crazy, but by doing that, you're going to begin to feel just more connected to everything. You're going to feel, I don't know, there are so many things that can come of it. And really it's best not to have any kind of particular goal, but just knowing that it will make you feel better, and it will make all of this feel better. And I think that's really all I have to say. But I am sending you light and love, and all the wishes for an amazing night, and I will talk to you soon.